Picture this. You've just invited your family over to celebrate your new home, the house you bought with your own money, your own sweat, your own dreams. The dinner table is set perfectly, candles flickering, your best china gleaming. Then your father stands up, throws down his napkin, and says the words that will shatter your world forever. Eleanor, we've decided. This house belongs to the family now. Serafina and her boyfriend are moving in. That's exactly what happened to 30-year-old architect Eleanor Vance last month, but here's where it gets absolutely insane. Her sister Serafina didn't just talk, she acted. She disappeared for a moment, then returned with Eleanor's old suitcase, already packed. We've gathered your essentials. Please leave the house keys on the table. Eleanor was speechless, completely frozen, but as she walked out of her own home, something ice-cold settled in her chest. Because 2 hours later, her bank called with news that would change everything. Someone tried to add co-owners to your mortgage and change contact information. The banker explained. We blocked it because the information didn't match. The names were Robert and Martha Vance. Her own parents, trying to steal her house through fraud. But Eleanor wasn't the naive daughter they thought she was. She had installed security cameras that uploaded to the cloud. And what she saw on those recordings would make your blood boil. Her mother, Martha, calmly rifling through Eleanor's financial documents like a professional real estate agent. Her sister Serafina, cheerfully replacing Eleanor's family photos with her own. Her father, Robert, sitting at Eleanor's desk, replacing her router with his own. Then came the most shocking discovery, an old voicemail from 2 years ago that Eleanor had overlooked. Her father's cold voice, she'll sign. Once she signs, the house is ours to manage. And Serafina's giggling response, she's so stupid. This wasn't a sudden decision. This was a calculated 2-year plan to steal everything Eleanor had worked for. But they made one critical mistake. They underestimated their victim. Eleanor hired lawyer Marcus Thorne, gathered every piece of evidence, and took them to court. When the judge ruled in her favor and opened a criminal investigation for financial fraud, Eleanor felt something she hadn't felt in years: complete vindication. As she stood outside the courthouse, a reporter asked, "Do you consider this justice?" Eleanor looked straight into the camera and said, "Justice is knowing I never have to explain myself to them again." Want to know how Eleanor's story ends and discover 2 more shocking tales of family betrayal? Click the link in the description for the full stories that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about family loyalty.